people have different areas that they have passion. Okay, so you sit down and reflect on your interests. What are those things that I'm really interested in? Like if I sit down and start thinking about it, the first 3 things that come to mind, write them down. Hi, I welcome you back to my space. I am Amarachi Okereke, and as usual, this platform is for relationship talk, life talk, marriage matters. Okay, so we've been on a series that is knowing your worth. Okay, and last week we talked about identifying your values, your strengths, and your weakness. So today we're going to be talking about how to identify and pursue your passion. Okay, so like I said, it has been a ride for 2 weeks now. This is the 3rd week and the part 3. It is an 8 weeks series, and this is part 3, and we're talking about how to identify and pursue passion. Okay, so let's go right into it. Now, what you need to understand is, what is passion? Every individual out there has 1 or 2 things they are passionate about. So what exactly is passion? What is an individual's passion? When you hear his passion, her passion, what comes to mind? Now, an individual's passion is a deep and intense interest or enthusiasm for something, meaning something that you have a deep interest for, that brings you joy, that brings you a sense of fulfillment, okay, and a sense of purpose. Like when you are done doing it, you are feeling so fulfilled, you are happy with yourself. That is passion. Now, it could be an activity, it could be an event, it could be a subject or a course that you feel so strong about, okay? You are motivated to pursue it. Whether you have the resources or whether you don't have the resources, you are motivated to pursue it with such energy and great dedication. That is what passion is. Okay? Now, you should understand that passion varies. There are different things. It could be art, it could be music, it could be ministration. It's a whole lot. So there are different spheres of life and different things that people could be passionate about. But one thing that you should understand, that it is an inner fire, inner fuel that is burning and needs to be released. Okay, most times it's personal. Sometimes people develop passion from past experiences, from things that they see. You see something and you feel you have this need to change something, and then you build your passion around that thing, and then you move on. Now, there's one thing I want you to understand. When you are passionate about something, you feel inspired and you are driven to invest your time, your resources, and your effort into it. That's why I see somebody that's passionate about a particular discipline or something. They don't mind spending money to build themselves. They don't see it as wastage. They see it as investment. Okay, so you invest your time, you invest your resources, you invest your physical energy and effort into ensuring that you achieve that thing that you are passionate about. And mind you, challenges will come, but because it's something you are passionate about, you strive to solve those things. You strive to ensure that you overcome the hurdles and the struggles that may come your way. Now, understanding individual's passion, you should, just like I mentioned earlier, it is a deep interest. It's not just ordinary interest. You can be interested in a whole lot of things. I may be interested in football, in the passing, but it does not mean I'm passionate about football. Okay, so it is deeper than just mere interest. It is deeper than mere interest. It's something that you have this enthusiasm about. Enthusiasm meaning you are always eager. You are always interested. There's this deep interest beyond normal that you have about that thing. And most times when we talk about passion, when you are done carrying out that activity or that project or that course, you feel a sense of purpose. You feel accomplished when you are done doing it. I know maybe as I'm talking about these things now, 1 or 2 things are coming to your mind, 1 or 2 events that you've done in the past, things are coming to your mind. Write them down. Write them down. When you are passionate about it, you are satisfied when you are doing it. You don't even need somebody to push you to do it. You don't need that push. You do it willingly with the whole of your heart, because your mind and your heart is there. You are happy, you are joyful whenever you carry out such things. You feel alive and you feel connected to your inner self. You feel fulfilled. I don't know how to express myself. Just like what I'm doing now. I'm passionate about talking to people, about building people. I'm passionate about helping people, resolve their relationship issues. Even if you wake me up from sleep, I'm ready to start talking. So you are energized and you feel a sense of fulfillment. You are self-motivated. You don't need somebody to come and start pushing you to do anything. You are ready to do it. And when we talk about intrinsic motivation, it means the motivation comes from within. Okay, it doesn't have to be money involved or a particular reward attached before you do these things. It comes from inside of you. Okay, whether there's money or there's no money involved, you keep doing those things. And you cannot just do it anything without, maybe if there are no rewards, you cannot just sit down and start doing just anything. When you check very well, you realize that those things are really things that you are passionate about. Because it's only passion that will drive you to do something where there is no reward, or no reward at the moment. Okay? Now, and you will never give up. Because trust me, challenges will always come. Challenges will always surface. But when you are passionate about something, you don't give up on that thing. You don't give up on that dream. You foresee beyond what it is at that particular point in time. For instance, I've been doing counseling for like 3-4 years. Did I ever imagine that I will have an office of my own and I'll be doing my own consultation on my own? No. But I did not give up then. With all the discouragement, with everything that was coming around, no. You pursue it. The troubles or the challenges will come. You overcome them. That is passion. Now, another question is, how do you identify your passion? I know you may be having a lot of thoughts running through your mind, different activities, different ideas are just, popping in from left, right, and center. Now, just pause for a minute and think. Okay? Reflect on your interests. Reflect on activities. Reflect on topics. Reflect on courses that you are drawn to. What are those activities that you are drawn to? Are you drawn to charity? Are you drawn to music? Are you drawn to writing? Are you drawn to poetry? There are a whole lot. Okay? Are you drawn to even marketing? There are people that are passionate about marketing, meaning that, like, if they help you to market your product, you on your own, you will not even imagine that you can market your product like that. Okay, so people have different areas that they have passion. Okay, so you sit down and reflect on your interests. What are those things that I'm really, really, really interested in? Like, if I sit down and start thinking about it, the first 3 things that come to mind, write them down. Write them down. Okay, now when you do that, you ask yourself, what are those things that I like doing during my free time? Or if I'm called to do this thing, I don't really think twice. I'm not really bothered if I get any reward for it, but I just want to do it. Ask yourself that. Whatever comes to your mind, write it down. Okay? What is always grabbing your attention? What is always grabbing your attention? All those things are pointing to your areas of passion. Another thing is, what are you energized about? There are some times that you may be doing certain things, you even forget that you have not eaten today. Like, it's maybe when you are done with it, you now remember, oh, I've not even eaten. Oh, time has gone, no. What are those things? You are not checking the time every 5 minutes. What's the time? Time has gone. What is the time? No. You do it joyfully, without stress, and sometimes you are not even conscious of your time. What are those things? Now, another thing is, recall your childhood interests. You've been interested in them from childhood. Trust me, some of them may go, but some may still resonate with you now as an adult. Okay? Some of the things that you loved doing when you were small, you might have some of those things, you overgrow them, but there are some of them that when you think back, you are still interested in those things. For instance, growing up, I loved reading storybooks, like novels, like all those fat ones. I could literally sit down and read novels, relationship novels. I did not know that I was getting interested in those things. But most times, I read those books and I get a lesson on that, or an idea or something from it. But yet, those things are still there. If I still see a novel now, I will still read it. So far it's related to relationship in one way or the other, I will read. So ask yourself, what are those childhood interests that are still there? You could also ask friends, ask family members, what do you think I'm interested in? What do you think I always talk about? Gather these pointers together, and it will most times channel you to your area of interest, your area of passion, where you will always and definitely find purpose. Okay, so what do you do when you've identified these things? You pursue your passion. How do you pursue it? Integrate it into your daily life. Find ways to incorporate it into your daily routine, your daily activities, your weekly activities, your monthly activities, whatever. If you are passionate about charity, about helping people, you can organize charity programs, you can organize outreaches, find a way to incorporate it into your lifestyle. For instance, I do this video I'm doing now. I'm not charging for it. This is a YouTube video. It's not part of my training that, okay, I'll say, come and pay 13,000 naira to learn so. I'm just doing it. And this is now part of my routine. I'm putting this out there every week for you to, watch and learn from something from it. You incorporate it into your life, integrate it into your daily affairs. Set goals for yourself. If it's something that you need to take a course for, you take a course for it. If something you need to watch some YouTube videos about, watch, get more knowledge. If it's something you need to browse, make research about, do it. Set goals, achieve personal goals that are surrounding that passion of yours. Align certain targets for yourself. Set a target, okay, I want to be able to have done this in this month, you pursue it. Even if you are not able to meet up, you don't give up on yourself. You push it over to the next period. Start with those ones first, and then you go ahead just like that. And mind you, know how to balance your passion and practicality. What do I mean by this? While you are pursuing your passion, it is very crucial and very, very important to balance it with real life, will I say, reality of life. For instance, you are pursuing passion. Don't forget financial stability. It's just like somebody that says, I'm resigning my work to focus on my passion. I want to turn it into something. Without properly planning about it. You can't just resign from your work without saving up, without having a proper financial plan for yourself. You need to have a plan before you start doing certain things. And then, if you are passionate about something, you can always transform that your passion into a business, into a career for yourself. They used to say the most successful people, they are doing the things they love doing. That's why they don't see it as, every day they go to work, they don't see it as work, because it's something that they love doing. It's something they are passionate about. So you find a way to turn your passion into a career. There are ways to do that. Okay? You transform your passion into a career. Find ways to make it generate resources and finances for you as an individual. You have to find a way to figure it out. And lastly, connect yourself to like-minded people. People that will motivate you, people that will encourage you, people that will keep pushing you even when you feel you are getting down, you are not encouraged. They are there to give you some words that will motivate you to not stop what you are doing. Okay? And anybody that is not encouraging you or is not adding anything to your life, you know what to do. Okay, they can inspire you, they can present opportunities to you. You never can tell. And be open to evolution, be open to learning new things. Even that thing that you see as a passion, it keeps evolving. Things are changing. So as you are growing, so are things changing also. So as things are changing, ensure that you are being updated. Ensure you keep researching, you keep reading, to be informed, so that you don't remain in 1980 and your people have reached 2030. Okay, so identify your passion and pursue it with everything that you have. There is joy in feeling a sense of fulfillment. There are some people that are doing some jobs, and even in that job, they are not happy. They are just collecting salary, but they are not happy. They are not feeling fulfilled. They don't feel satisfied with what they are doing, because there's no joy in it. So do what makes you happy. Do what you are passionate about. Do what makes you feel alive again. Because most times when you do these things, you see that you live a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life as a person. Okay? And don't forget, very, very important, pray about it. Seek for guidance, seek for direction. God speaks to people in different ways. All you need to do is know how he speaks to you. Does he speak to you through dreams? Does he speak to you through his word? Does he speak to you verbally? Pray about it and seek his direction on how best to go about it. Okay? So, please, identifying your purpose and your passion is very, very, very essential in figuring yourself out and knowing your worth. Because when you've been able to identify your passion and you are pursuing it with the whole of your heart, you will not have time to be doing any other irrelevant and unimportant things. And you see that your life choices, your life decisions will be directed to fulfilling purpose and deriving satisfaction from what you are doing. And trust me, whenever you feel your confidence is going down, or when you feel that you are about to start battling with low self-esteem, you address it, because you have a goal in front of you, you have a plan and what you want to achieve. There is no room for low self-esteem. There's no room for lack of confidence. You need to raise your shoulders up high and pursue your vision. So our next video, which will be next week, we're going to be handling how to eliminate and tackle and deal with low self-esteem. Because if you've understood what self-worth is, if you identified your values, your strengths, your weaknesses, if you have now identified your purpose and your passion, you need to know how to eliminate low self-esteem, just in case you are battling with it. Okay, so please, if you like this video, I know it's a long ride, give me a thumbs up and feel free to share it with anyone. You might just be helping someone. Okay, so please. And lastly, if you want to reach out to me for counseling, you can send an email to amiablecounsel@gmail.com, or call my number or send a message via WhatsApp. And the number is 0815-128-6532. 0815-128-6532. Okay, so feel free to reach out. Your peace of mind is my priority. Okay, and confidentiality is our watchword. Have a wonderful day ahead. Stay blessed.